Folks, welcome back to NASCAR Heat 5, week 1 of the playoffs. We got into the round of 10 by way of winning at Eldora, what appears to be a broken track, but it doesn't matter. We'll take what we can to be in it and make as much money as possible during this time. This week, we go out to WWT Raceway, and that is for the Car Shield 200, presented by CK Power. Not much to talk about. We went over the standings at the end of the last episode, so we're going to get out there. We're going to obviously get the usual acclamation of going around the track, and then we'll see you at qualifying. We weren't quite able to get this truck fully up to snuff, but it's as good as we can do for now with the money that we have. We need a little bit more to get that next upgrade level. We were able to achieve the lap goal one time, but consistently we were at about 36.25, so that's with the lines. I try to ignore the lines. I don't want to see them, but I have them on. Just kind of gets me a good adjustment in practice, but now we're going to get out to qualifying, see if we can replicate that. Obviously, on this track, your 1 and 2 it's a tight set of turns, and then 3 and 4 are a lot more, I'll say, forgiving. So it's a much wider set of turns. So anyway, we're jump over to the next session. 34.196 was the best lap in qualifying for pole position. We're nowhere near that, obviously. Just under 2 seconds above that. So we're going to get lapped quite likely in this race unless cautions fly, which can also happen. Here we go down the front stretch for our qualifying lap.
Make it count here.
Quite likely you'll be hearing a lot of tires squealing in this one as we get on them a lot harder going through these turns. I messed up turn 1 and 2 already. Speed-wise, not so bad, but we weren't down on the line, so that could cost us a couple tenths at least. They want a 35.962. We were nowhere near that in practice, so I don't feel confident about that at all. See if I can get it down now. Here we go. As I said, 3 and 4, a lot wider, a lot easier to get around. And here we go. Actually, a 36.197 was a pretty darn good lap for us, as it was our second fastest between qualifying and our practice. Taking a look at your top 5, Austin Hill, Johnny Sauter, Stuart Friesen, Matt Grafton, Jordan Anderson. Custom drivers, Lance Norick, 10th place. Then we go down to David Schildhaus, 14th, John Perez, 15th, Max Koss, 20th, Eliza Bethel, 21st, Bradshaw Stout, 22nd, we're in 23rd, Matt Kenseth, 24th, Casey Kane, 25th, Taylor Carpenter, 26th, Speedy Jones, 27th, Gary Norton, 28th, Jeremiah Graham, 29th, Bryce Egan, 30th, and Parker Smith, 31st, followed up by Michael Chavez in 32nd place. You know that's not how it's going to end up. There's only one way to find out. That's getting out here and running this 200-mile race. Time to go do it. All right, Lance Norick has dominated all weekend. David Schildhaus changed his engine after qualifying. He has gone to the back. And Casey Kane failed multiple optical scanning stations. He is to the back as well.
You're coming to the green. Be ready here. Hammer down. Inside.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this part. Ride me all the way up to the wall. Amazing.
Careful, still there. Car
So
there on the inside.
do whatever we do here. Hopefully get a really good drive off and get away.
Still there.
Get away. There we go. That's at least one driver that has a lot of distaste for us. That's gone now. See, they got on their brakes. The tire squealing thing is super annoying. I wish there was a mod to turn that part off. Touching the brakes and your tires just immediately squeal like you're losing it. I'm not. I'm fine. No reason for me to get inside of Bethel here. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Things that did not happen during practice. That's all right. Also, I only had a few trucks on the track with me, even though I stayed out for quite a while. Only had a few trucks that were out there with us, so we weren't really affected by that.
Still there.
Another thing I always have to remember on this track is where we are. 1 and 2, obviously, we're slowing down quite a bit more. 3 and 4, we're doing okay. Got max cost here. Oh, Eliza
right,
Bethel
clear
gave us a little how to do. Get slam on the brakes to avoid cost, which is fine. That was the other difference. I have to obviously drive around these trucks to. I have to drive around these trucks to at their break points and things if I'm going to stay up behind them. I'm not going to here. I'm going to try to get a really good push and get around Cost or Bethel. I mean, I'd love to have it so that Bethel's not ramming into me. Now I'd like to have it that Cost doesn't, but of course that's not the case. Few races left this season and all of this will be over and we'll be back to actually racing like normal human beings. Which will be nice because them slamming into me is really costing me on my exits. Every time I exit, they just drive right over into me and do not care. I am holding my steering wheel to the left to stay off the wall right now as Cost will just spend the entire time trying to put us up into the wall. Best thing I can do is get behind him and then hopefully get a nice drive off on his inside where he doesn't come down on us. Of course, now he'll come down on us in the corner, but we should brake maybe a little later. I don't know. He'll probably turn in early on us and hit us.
Careful, still there.
He got us a little, but not bad enough. We were able to get the position. Puts us in the top 20. As now we drive away from him on exit, not getting driven up on. That's a big deal. We start to work on Bethel here. And this is going to be through the wider turn, so we'll be okay with this. Whoop, whoop. There we go. Tap the brakes. Don't. We got slammed, but maybe we're not going to lose it. Get down. I couldn't get down fast enough. Oh, but she kind of faded up, so maybe we're okay. Nope, we're getting shoved around. How many laps in this one? Oh, 55 in my tank. Jeez. Look at our back end just got smashed.
Hold your line, got one inside.
35 laps in the first run stage. All right.
Clear low, clear low.
All right, so we've got 3 and 4 here. Jeremiah Graham now in 20th. He's made his way up. Good for him. Of course, we would like to get a good run off and get to his inside. Looks like he's going to stay on the tight inside, getting around Bethel. Since he hates us, we'll just push him. Help him.
Stay low, stay low.
Oh, jeez. I don't know what's up with the brake bias on this truck, but I touch the brakes and the truck goes wild left or right. It doesn't brake straight. I probably should have fixed that. I forgot.
Stay on the bottom.
That sucks.
All right, you're clear there. Car there on the outside. All right.
Back in the top 20. Getting pushed by Bethel. All right. Well, that shove actually helped us through the corner. I'll take it. Hoping that now that we're kind of in a bit of a bubble, we might be able to do something that's going to work out for us. That didn't go well. I know it's the shorter corner. Oh, shoot. Don't run into me.
Clear low there.
And we're getting run into.
Car there on the outside.
Got Matt Kenseth behind Bethel as well.
Top 3, use it if you need it.
No.
There inside.
She hit me and it moved me up enough to get around me, and now Kenseth's got a shot to get around us as well.
Careful, still there.
Kenseth is bumping off of me right now as well. Not much I could have done there.
Stay high up here.
I mean, it's a long race. I could just fall in. See if I can figure out some movements on the inside, get better learning the track, instead of getting completely beat up every time we go into a corner. See, they're going in tight and slamming on the brakes, and I hate the tire squeal so much that I don't do that as much. I still think we get a good drive off, though, because of it. I mean, we're right back on them. Huge run, actually. Huge run.
Still there. Clear high, bud.
Took a side shot from Bethel, but managed to get around her. You just have to deal with the squealing tire sound because this is how we go around corners on tracks that have turns like this. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I'm putting such a small amount of pressure on the brake pedal and it just squeals the tires, so whatever. Jason White potentially get us back up in the top 20 if we get around him, and he, I don't think, hates us, so I think we can race him like a normal truck and not have to worry so much about that. I guess we'll find out right now if he drives down. Yeah, see? Oh, look at that. How crazy is that when a truck doesn't come driving right down on you?
You're clear there.
It's a lot easier to drive on the track. I'll tell you what. Back into the top 20, which seems to be maybe where we could be today. Maybe. Got some damage on the back end from getting just slammed into a bunch, but it doesn't seem to be affecting us too much as we've driven away from White and Bethel quite a bit now. We're going to go ahead and not just slam into Kenseth for two reasons. Number one, because I'm not going to have the rival system on, I do not want... I don't want to get in the habit of running into people. Also, though, because I don't want to damage my truck. I feel like that's a pretty legitimate thing. I'll bump him, but I'm not going to come flying up and slamming into him.
Stay low.
We're running fairly well on this track. Worldwide Technologies Gateway.
Careful. Still there.
Another new one for me to be driving on. But as you can tell, we're not doing terrible. It'd be kind of cool if me and Kenseth were working together to get up to Jeremiah Graham, but we're not. We're absolutely not. Oh, I didn't get on the brakes hard enough that time. Did it affect my front end? Yep. So that would have been an angry thing for him. 79% right rear. Is that going to be a problem? 14 to 35? No, because we're almost halfway through it. Nearly halfway through it, so we're all right. I was a little concerned. That last stage, of course, is where you get the most concerned. It looked like I think we get 55 or maybe even 60 laps to the tank. 55 probably. And if they want to run that last stage to the end of your gas, that's going to be something we need to pay attention to.
Still there.
Because we might be trying to save our tires a bit if that happens. And we are catching John Perez, by the way. So that's a big deal. See if I can just give a little boop. Nothing major.
Careful. Still there.
Roll the corner a little nice and see if we can't get a huge run on the outside. Guess that's going to be a solid no. That's okay. Just stay with Matt Kenseth through here, and then we'll get on the brakes early at the first little sign before the... We get on that for the first little sign right before the lights. There's a little 3, 2, 1 countdown, and we brake at the 3. And as you can see, it's working all right. We picked up 4/10 on John Perez, so... We've actually been doing pretty good work overall here. Would you guys like me to put just... Okay, so I was thinking about this. Getting a long track, like an hour-long track, and just turning it up when we do the speed-ups. Because right now, you know, I put the music to the speed-ups. I might just do this, but I'm just letting you guys know where my brain is at. Because I listen to music the whole time I'm racing.
Stay high up here.
And I'm wondering if I have it real soft going on in the background, and then I just turn it up for the speed-ups and then turn it back down. We'll try it out in one of the edits and see how it goes. Might be nice. Might be nice. I know I've seen YouTubers do it with others, especially when they do a lot of talking and stuff.
Right, clear outside.
Adding that to it seems to be pretty fun, pretty nice.
Clear down low.
Nope, 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 nope.
Clear low. Inside.
We're all right. I'll just stay with him because we are gaining on Perez, or were, until that happened and we got run into the wall, which slowed us down. I slow down different than they do too. They go and they jam on their brakes, and I like really a lot smoother on them, I suppose, which might be wearing my tires out more. I don't really know because I ride it more.
That's the halfway mark.
Well, you heard him. Halfway mark. You know what that means for us. It means stage 1 speed up. It looks like we weren't doing much anyway, just chatting about what we could be doing, so we're going to go ahead and speed this bad boy up, and we'll be back on the mic with you at the end of stage number 1.
Driving that stage.
Okay, that actually worked out at the end there because Perez did not get past, which means we were the first truck a lap down. Finishing in 20th is fine. We just got lapped right before the entrance of the lap number 35. So we finished out 20th place, and we'll get our lap back. We'll be at the back of the pack, unfortunately, when we pit, but that's just how it goes. Nighttime here. Free pass has us in 20th place.
All right, now, be smart out there. Going green. Be ready here.
A lot of trucks that we got to get around, and it's going to be kind of hairy. I'm not starting this with you guys. Come on now, just go. Long way to go, but we don't want to be in a spot where we're getting lapped too early and not getting a lap back or not fixing these problems. So I think a lot of our tire wear, oh, we got the little blue thing for being in the playoffs. I think a lot of our tire wear had to do with getting run into and rubbed up against by other trucks. So that was a problem.
Careful,
as it continues to be. Jason White, not an enemy. Neither is Bryce Egan. Parker Smith, rival. Speedy Jones, rival. Matt Chavez, rival. Bradshaw Stout, rival.
Careful.
You know, all of them. Give Jones a little push to get off, a better drive off. Also, I should have adjusted my gear ratio. My drive off out of 2 is just slow. Just slow. But these are notes I'm taking for future races when I am out here.
Stay low, stay low.
Yeah, we can do these corners a lot faster, these turns a lot faster than these trucks are, but we just got to get the position to do it. This is dumb because he's just going to drive up into us if I don't drive. Yep, we're fine.
Clear down low.
Oh, that was a bad tap, though. That really sent us up the hill a bit. We were able to get on it again, but I don't want to be on the outside of Chavez. I really wish I could just get on his inside.
Careful, still there.
Maybe I can just really roll this corner. The contact makes it hard because we're constantly being beat up. Oh, there we go. We got around him. All right. Perez 3 seconds in front of us. Can we catch him? I don't know. It depends on what kind of problems he's having as well with the trucks around him. Jeremiah Graham appears to be in front of him, so maybe Matt Kenseth in front of that. So we'll see what happens overall. We were able to stick around that top, 20, 19, even 18 area simply because we were in the draft with Kenseth and he was running real well. He was running quite well.
Still there?
On the inside of Gary Norton here. Trying to get a nice run off against Casey Kane, so maybe coming to 1 and 2. We're not getting slammed into, which would be a big deal for us. Got on the brakes before us, which is huge. We're able to kind of just drive it in deeper and not get run into. Did you see, we're just doggy coming out. And with that, like Perez and them they're not driving away at a fast clip, but they're definitely driving away from us at this point. We'll just have to see where we end up. As you can tell, we've got some speed going through 3 and 4. I just got to get the runs I can get and get around these trucks.
Stay low, stay low.
Nah, we won't do it this time. We'll try to set it up. All right, that one was on me. Sorry, Schildhouse. That was absolutely on me. For some reason, thought we were in 3 and 4. And that happens.
Stay low.
This is 3 and 4, and if I had broken a little later, we would have been on the inside of Carpenter and been able to get a great drive off, but instead we didn't.
Careful, still there.
Did all right there. We're going to be on his outside coming off, but he'll drive up into us, I'm sure. I do know that wherever they were at, it's frozen now. So that part's good. They're not going to get... I'm not going to get new rivals because we turned it off, but they are frozen as being our rivals until the end of the season.
Bottom's clear.
Got around Carpenter. Time to work on Cost and Bethel. And yeah, Perez has only gained 3/10 on us since the beginning, or gapped us by 3/10 more since the beginning of this stage, so we're doing all right there. Thing is, I really need to get up to Bethel so that I can potentially... Oh, Cost, that's not great. He's fine. He's fine. I need to get up to Bethel so that we're in a draft. Yeah, we didn't even put a head damage on the truck from that tap. Only 32 in this stage instead of 35. I thought it'd be 35, 35. I could have sworn this race is 150 laps total, but I guess I'm not positive. I don't know. We're going to have to keep an eye on Bethel's relative. Higher number, better. Lower number means she's driving away from us. Now that we're in a full-on bubble, I'm hoping that we're able to kind of get into a nice groove, but she is. Yeah, she's driving away. We're not catching her at all. Perez is now 9/10 away from where we were. Almost hope for a caution just to get us back to behind Perez so that we can start to work on those trucks. Especially since we're the first truck last truck on the lead lap, we could pit if a caution came out and it would literally have zero effect on us. Oh, we seem to have adjusted a little bit as Bethel was at like 34.6, 34.7. Now it's 34.8, so we're gaining on her a little bit. Same with John Perez. We got a 10th back on him, so it could be a matter of are we able to do what we need to do to catch him before the end of the stage? I don't know. I don't know if we can. If I could get into Bethel's draft, it'd be awesome. Because that would pull us right up, but she's pretty far away. Potentially a full second away. We are gaining on it, though. 2/10 through 1 and 2 that time. Well, that's good. And we have gained back on Perez. He's 4/10 closer to us than he was before as well. See if I can get a good run off here and start to really We're doing pretty good now. We're doing
20 more laps,
pretty
no
good
mistake.
now. This should absolutely have us in Bethel's draft, but she's not as fast as those trucks up there, so I'm going to probably have to rely on myself. I might go a lap or at least, you know, 2 turns first, trying to set this up so that we're able to get a good drive off and be on her inside. Oh, there we go. I was like, am I going to end up touching her back end before the inside? Because that wouldn't be great, but we were able to get there.
Careful, still there.
Yeah, that's part of it. We are getting smashed right now. But,
You got room, you're clear
you know.
there. Outside.
Oh well. Maybe be able to complete this turn up in 4 here. 3 and 4.
Still there.
Yeah,
You got
there we
room,
go.
you're clear there.
Let's say I think I can push this corner a lot faster. All right, so we've actually started to make headway. We're 2/10 closer than we were when we started against Perez. He was as many as 4 seconds in front of us, now 2.8 seconds. He's got Matt Kenseth right in front of him, so we may very well be able to do some good things to drive hard and catch them. Funny, it looks like in the distance their rims are red, or his rims are red. They're not, they're black. Maybe it's just my eyes, but they look red from here. Yeah, our drive out of 3 and 4 is amazing as we get 2/10 on them right there. 3/10 even. Maybe we can catch them. And the whole point here mainly is to not get lapped, or if we do get lapped, to be the only truck or the first truck a lap down so we can get back on the lead lap. Although everybody behind us, if they get lapped, will be 2 laps down, so you know it doesn't really matter. We'd be the only truck a lap down, or we'd be in it with other trucks that are also a lap down with us. So I'm not too worried about it. And also, we already achieved our top 20 goals in the first 2 races, but to be able to do it again, it's just good. It's good overall to be getting top 20s overall. I said overall too many times. Oh well. 16 laps left in this stage of 32 laps. That's right, folks. It's the midway point. So you'll have to see if we catch Perez and Kenseth during the speed up. We'll be back with you after this caution. Nope. After this stage is over.
Yellow's out, back her down.
Looked like Jeremiah Graham had an incident smoking in front of us. Saw it on the relative. We're going to pit, because why wouldn't we? We'll be behind him, but we'll be up with everybody else with fresh equipment, which could bode very well to maybe getting a stage points at the end of this one.
Drive safe, be smart, keep your head on straight. Be ready. Ready. Green, green, green.
Eliza Bethel back on the lead lap. I think Jeremiah Graham is out of this one. Parker Smith giving us the how to do here. Not great, but oh well.
Careful, still there.
Got a nice run on the inside of Matt Kenseth.
Clear all around.
Brakes, jam on them because I'm driving as aggressively as possible with these tires.
Car coming inside now.
Of course, I messed that up really bad, and I hope that doesn't affect us on the exit. Good. I didn't want to deal with him again.
5 laps to go.
5 to go. We'll stay with it for these last 5 because it's filled with excitement.
Stay on the bottom.
We get around
Top
Nemechek.
3 if you need it.
Justine in front of us along with Clay Greenfield. My Running into the draft. I'm off just a little earlier than they do. Just because I didn't know how the truck itself was going to react.
Still there.
Love to get to Jennifer Jo Cobb and pass her because that's a playoff driver.
Stay low, stay low.
I'd love to get 4 spots back, or 4 spots before the end of the whole thing. We'll be pitting again after this.
Clear high, bud.
With the assumption that we're going to have to do a lot of laps on the tires.
Still there.
Trying to do the outside thing here. With fresh tires, we should be able to hang on to it. Get that run off. There we go. We could actually get 2 more spots. We'd be in a really good spot here to at least get that 1 extra. Or does that now how it works? And thought it did.
Careful. Still there.
Extra playoff points. The inside of Harmon. Really nice run out of 2 that time.
Top 10 that stage.
There we go. Finish 10th. I don't know if it matters. It does. It says we got a point. So there it is. Must have been another caution is what brought that out, because that was odd that happened that way. We'll pit. Hopefully our pit crew does the good work, gets us back out in, top 15 or so we can stay away from the trucks that were damaging us. And maybe we can run up with these other trucks and not have any kind of issues. Look at that. Came back out in 10th place. Fantastic job by the pit crew.
Starter has the green flag in his hand. Be ready here.
I think we have 90 laps to go in stage number 3, so quite a bit more. Almost 3 times as many. Yeah, 90 laps remaining. Definitely a 1-stopper at least, but maybe even more. That's not great, but it's all right, I guess. We got Lance Nowrick in front of us, so much for me avoiding trucks that hate us. Also, Mike Harmon is one of them that is a rival. So as you can tell, as he just smashes into the wall there, and that will affect us. There goes Clay Greenfield. He'll bring out a caution. That's all because of Harmon. We'll pit because he damaged the front end of my truck when he smashed us into that corner. We lose 9 spots. Obviously, we're the only one that pit there. That sucks.
Coming to the green.
Really bad.
Be ready here. Green flag.
Here we go again.
Got a car
In the
coming
thick of it.
now.
Greenfield on our left side. You can blame Harmon for that. And he can blame me for it, but it all started with Harmon smashing me into a wall. There we go. Good run out. Max Cost in the back of the pack right now due to getting his lap back. He's back on the lead lap. Congratulations to him. And we'll settle in a little bit here and start to make way. We're a decent truck. We are a decent truck. So we should be able to do some good work here. Dang it. I touched her and that sent us up the hill. Barely touched her. She got real loose there. That's weird. Especially since I have their stability set to normal. Which might have been the difference between her wrecking and not, if I'm being completely honest.
All right, you're clear there.
Here's Rayum. He's a playoff driver. I should actually just work with him to push him up in front of all these other trucks with me, but I don't know. I'm a jackass.
All right, you're clear there.
All right. Into 18th position, we are able to compete with Perez, at least as long as we have good equipment, we're able to do that. So according to them, I should be driving it in much farther and then getting on the brakes. That's what they all do. I get on the brakes early and get a really good drive off, though. So you ask yourself which is better. For us, it might be that. I don't know. Don't do it, Perez. That's on you for turning down on me, guy. Don't do that. Next year you won't. So that's the thing. Next year we would have gone through that corner just fine together. But you wouldn't have been pressing on me and trying to push me down. I'm trying this. I don't know how much that's going to work when my tires are slick, though, at the end. But for now, if we can drive up and get to Greenfield and Nemechek, that'd be great. We're sitting in 17th place. That's a big deal. That was nice. Got right up to him. All right. 16th, 15th, 14th, all right in front of us. What can we do about that? I don't know. Ride right up with them. Get a nice run off, maybe. See if I can work with Greenfield to get in front of Kenseth as well. Draft push, maybe. Got a little damage on his back end. That's from us. Oh, well. Sorry, buddy.
Still there?
Look at that. How weird is that to drive around with somebody who doesn't slam you into the inside going into a corner?
Still there.
Every single time you do anything, they actually give you some space. That's crazy. Who would have thought?
Stay low, stay low.
No contact that time either. We get a nice drive off, and we're going to clear him right there. I do want Greenfield in front of me. I don't want... I'd rather give Greenfield the push than Kenseth. Trying to get up into 15th place here. Little contact with Kenseth. We lost Greenfield from it. That sucks.
Outside. Clear high, bud.
This track's pretty all right, though. I've enjoyed it so far. 1 and 2 is not great for us. I think if we had changed the gear ratio, had a better drive off of 1 and 2, we'd be in a lot happier spot. But, you know, we've done all right with what we've had. We're not getting smashed into by the truck on the outside. I don't even have to turn through this corner because Kenseth is pushing us.
Stay on the bottom. You got room. You're clear there. Outside. Got one up top.
Just driving through us, but we'll get it here.
You got room. You're clear.
I knew we'd get it, and we just have to block him from getting on my inside.
All right.
Outside. That bumped. I'll take it because as soon as he's back on us, it's terrible when we go into that corner, so it's worth doing it like this. I screwed it up and he got to my inside. I drove it in way too deep. Way too deep. The fact that we're in front of Reum is pretty nice because he is obviously a truck that we're racing in the playoffs. We're not winning the championship, folks. We all know that. But, you know, we want to put together as much of a good show as we can and show that we were meant to at least eke our way into it as we did. If it weren't for that win, we're in 20-something place in the standings, so that was a big deal. Where, you know, it happens every year in real life, too. A truck or a car that shouldn't really be there is there. We're that one this year. We shouldn't be here. But thanks to the really slow driving of everybody on Eldora, we were able to have just an incredible race. We brought out no cautions. We raced like a champ. And we had lapped everyone at least once. And we kept it clean. That was good. Even though somebody who doesn't race left a nasty gram saying that great job, we shouldn't have had to smash our way to the front or whatever the crap stupid stuff he said, which is a huge lie. Huge lie. We'll split this up like we do any other stage 3. We'll go a quarter of the way in, speed it up until we pit, and then split the last one up uniquely. It always works out one way or another.
Inside.
Yeah, I felt that, but I wanted to see if I could do
Bottom's clear.
this and get the run up on the inside. Nope. Did not happen. That's my tires every time I've gone on the inside like that. Those are my tire marks in the grass. Kind of funny that I keep, like, I'm hitting them in the exact spot most of the time.
Outside, outside. You're all clear up top there.
So at the very least, we're going to do 45 laps on this run. And that's 15 more than we've done on previous runs. So that's not, or 10 laps more than we, because the first stage was 35 laps, but there were a couple cautions, so that in itself is not great.
Inside, clear low, clear low.
Yeah, Nemechek is much faster than us right now, and so I'm not going to battle him because he's just going to hurt us if I do. Like that type of thing that I just did, that sucked really bad.
Got one up top.
And there goes Rayum. .72 to go in the final stage. We'll speed things up in about 4 or 5 laps. We're sticking with Rayum. He's not an enemy, so that's good. Or a rival. So we don't have to worry if we do end up getting a good run and get on his inside. He's not going to drive down on us and ruin all of our momentum. And that's a big deal for me. Halfway through this stage, I do want to take a look at my tire wear to find out if we're doing all right. Oh, we got a really nice run off there, but I'm going to stick with him because I want to get us both up to Kenseth. Following right behind him, we've gained a 10th on Kenseth, so hoping I can give him a bump here going into this corner. We can keep it up. Keep it up. Nope, I'm going to keep giving you the bumps. I can catch back up to you, but you got to get your butt up to Kenseth. We have gotten it up to Kenseth with Rayum. Now can we get around and pass, or can we push Rayum around him and pass him as well? That'd be kind of nice. That would be nice. I didn't do very well going around that one. What I can do on this one. Catch up and then stick with them. Well, we stuck with them this time, and we're in the draft, so that's good.
Careful, still there.
I slow down more than I do through 3 and 4 for sure. And we're doing a lot better on our tire wear. 70% on the left rear. We're halfway through this stage, which is actually about 2/3 through the stage, our first stage that we had, that we were down to in the 40s or high 30s at the end of that stage. So I feel pretty confident with that. We are at the halfway point of, well, we're at the quarter point of stage number 3. So we're going to speed it up. And we'll be back on the mic when we are pitting or getting ready to pit, or if there's a caution before then. Enjoy the speed up. We'll be back with you. All right, we've been driving for quite a while. We've got 18 laps left in the tank, but we are burning up our right rear all the way. We're going to push it as long as we can, but we are going to definitely be pitting
Inside.
sooner than later. I don't know what else to say about that. I mean, it'd be awesome if we're able to get it to another 3 or 4 laps, get it to 35 to go, so that it's like our longest stage, or even better, push it as long as we possibly can.
Got one down low now.
I'd love to see
All right,
other trucks starting to pit, just so that I know that I'm not going to be left out to dry if there's a caution. That's my biggest
Hold your
concern.
line, got one
There's a
inside.
caution that comes out when we pit, and then we're down, getting screwed over by that. We need all the money we can get. That's the biggest part here.
Careful, still there.
It's getting to be a little precarious when we're braking for the corners, for the turns. But we've been handling it fairly well, I guess. We're not sliding out too bad off. A little more steering wheel control there. That's a big part. 37 to go. So if we could get it around 5 more times from here,
Stay high up there.
that would be actually very awesome for us. But I don't want to, I need to get around Kane on the inside. I don't want him pushing me up against the wall. That's where we got a lot of our wear, the extra wear. We got ridden around the inside of the wall by multiple trucks, and that wasn't great. He comes down on us all the way.
Stay high, bud.
We get around him, though, and that's the biggest part. It's going to hit us here. That's fine. That might slow him up a little bit. Hopefully. We just got to be... I know we're burning it up when we go into 1 and 2, but that's just what happens. We're just keeping an eye on these. We got 15 left in the tank. We're definitely not going to make it 15, but...
Gotta take care of the tires.
Shh. It's okay. Spotter, crew chief, whoever's talking to me, it's okay. Everything is going to be fine. We're pushing this as long as we possibly can. That's what we're doing. Because the less laps we have on the end of the run, the better. Right now, we're at the amount of laps we had in stage number 1. We got 3 laps, and we'll be at the amount we were at in stage number 2, which was pretty nice. We weren't even close to wearing them out after that. I mean, we've already gone more. We know we can make it because we've already gone. I mean, there's 34 laps at this
Gotta
one.
take care of the tires.
So we've gone quite a number of laps. And then math and all that right now, but 60, almost 56 laps we've gone on this set of tires, so we don't have to do that again. That's good. I'd love to get it around 2, maybe 3 more times, depending on where the tire wear is at after we get done with this lap. I think we can do it. I think we could probably go 4 or 5 more times, if I'm being completely honest. What sucks is I think that these trucks are going to be able to go...
Easy on
Yeah, I
those
saw
tires,
her.
driver.
I saw her flying in there. I wasn't even willing to risk it. Anyway, 9%. So we only lost 1% that time because I've slowed it down. I haven't slowed down that much, but I've stopped battling to try to get up to Kenseth. And we're doing all right now. I know we're burning them a little bit, but I've done worse. I've done worse. I just want to see other trucks going onto pit road. That would make me feel a lot better. But I think we'll be the first
Easy
one.
on the tires.
I think we'll be the first one as we continue to burn up the tires. And that's unfortunate. I'm not a big fan of that. Just because it leaves things open. 32 to go. We'll pit this time around. Because we've done stage 2 was 32 laps, and we were able to do pretty good there on the tires that we had. There we go. Going through here. We got a real slick truck right now,
You're
actually.
gonna
So
blow a
that
tire
puts it there.
soon.
Oh my goodness, we got so lucky. We didn't hit pit road yet, and somebody brought out the caution. Oh my goodness. That does not get much luckier than that. Wow. Unfortunately, we can't get better than 18th. We can drop as far down as 20th. We had just gotten lapped because I went on to pit road. But hey, staying out as long as possible was the right answer. Imagine if we went out and then that caution came out, I'd be devastated. All right, here we are.
Coming to the green. Be ready here. Looking inside now.
Oh my God. Get off
Still
of
there.
me.
Looking inside now.
Oh, that'll bring out another
Road
caution.
clear.
What am I supposed to do?
Clear outside.
I can't do anything. She's slamming. I mean, the driver is slamming me into the wall as hard as possible. And I'm going to keep myself off the wall. So, obviously, I'm going to pit again, get everything completely cleaned up, and just get around them this way.
You're coming to the green. Be ready.
That's not frustrating at all.
Stay low, stay low. Car on the outside now.
Just being on the inside is the place to be. I'd rather be getting pushed around a corner than being pushed against the wall.
All clear.
I'm driving hard right now to get back up to
You're
them.
all clear up top there.
It's got to be probably 25 laps left or something. I don't know. I'd assume we had 2 cautions in a row. 24, yeah, so we were on 25 to go at that point.
Stay on the bottom. All right.
Of course,
clear
Egan
outside.
wasn't going to do anything to us because he's our friend.
Careful. Still there.
Sorry,
You got
Carpenter.
room, you're clear there.
I didn't want to get run
All
over
right,
by
you're
Schildhaus, so I went for it. Bethel there. Perez 1.1 seconds up from us. So he's actually right there as well. Driving like a madman right now. I need to get that resolved. Need to get my crap under control. I wonder if somebody else was trying to go on pit road when we did and they lost it because we were slick when we went on to pit road. We had nothing left on those tires, really, as you knew. We would have made it. Oh, it was... Oh, what am I doing? What am I even doing? It was, Norick. Norick, after having a fantastic showing all race long, and he lost it.
Still there.
Oh, she just wrecked her truck trying to wreck us. That won't happen next year, and that'll be nice, because that's dumb. That's dumb for you guys as the subscriber drivers, too. That you don't get to just race hard and see that you're racing hard. Instead, you see your truck driver ruining their shot at getting positions by trying their best to wreck us. And I know that's not what y'all are about.
Careful. Still there. You got room. You're clear there.
I had to get on it like that because I realized I was coming in way too hot.
All right,
We
you're
got
clear.
Max smashing into us. It'll be this week's episodes and next week's episodes, and then we'll be done with season number 2, our first full season. So season number 2 with an asterisk, and we'll get into season number 3 with no enemies.
Hold your line.
What
Got one
the
inside.
hell just happened? I thought we blew a tire. I mean, we shot up the track. That was insane. We shot up the track. Wow. Unexpected. Quite. Well, let's see where we at. We have 20 to go. We'll speed it up to 5 to go. Not much really going on here. Not much we can do. I expect that I'll get to Perez again, and we'll get up there and be all right. That's my assumption. So what do we got? 19. Yeah, let's speed things up till about 5 to go. I will be back on the bike with you unless there's a caution beforehand.
Stay on the bottom. All right, clear outside. Got a car coming inside now. Clear down low. Your owner and sponsors will be thrilled with this top 20.
Well, we got completely screwed. With very few laps left in the race, we got wrecked. We had a really good race going. We got really screwed. Final from WWT. Matt Crafton won the race. Johnny Sauter second. Austin Hill third. Natalie Decker fourth. Grant Enfinger fifth. Getting to custom drivers, Matt Kenseth finished 13th. Max Koss finished 16th. Michael Chavez 18th. Casey Kane 19th. Eliza Bethel 20th. Bryce Egan 21st. David Schildhaus 22nd. Taylor Carpenter 23rd. Jennifer Jo Cobb 24th. Jeremiah Graham 25th. Bradshaw Stout 26th. Speedy Jones 27th. Lance Norick 28th. He was out of the race, so I don't know how we didn't finish 28th or 27th. Gary Norton 29th. John Perez 30th. Parker Smith 31st. Tony Savoy DNF. Well, another disappointing race to what could have been a very good one. We've got our first and I think only road course for the season coming up in the next episode. I can't express my disappointment after such a strong performance all day long. And I should have just got on the brakes. We were racing him for position, and so we got to his outside. I felt like it was a bad move, and it ended up being a bad move because we ended up getting turned and put into the inside wall. And that's it. But folks, that is going to do it for this episode. I do want to take a moment out to say thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And until next time, and of course, as always, you take care.